Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's Casual706 here, back with another Transformers unboxing / review. Today I'm covering Transformers, Titans Return, Soundblaster, and Soundwave. Now, as you see, I broke out some of the other toys to compare it with. I got the Masterpiece on the side there pointing at the box, and I got the G1 Soundwave right here off to the left side. Looking at the package, we see Soundblaster popping off of Soundwave. We got Transformers going up the side. We've got age 8+ in 3 different languages right there. There it shows he's a triple changer. Looks like he's got 3 different modes. He's going to have a bass mode, his boombox mode, which is a tape player, and around to the back of the package here, we see that we have his bass mode, we have the boombox mode right here, we have the Titan Master here piloting him in the bass mode, and we have Soundwave in his robot mode there. Now, Soundblaster is going to take 1 step to transform, and it says it's going to take 19 steps to change Soundwave from his robot to his boombox or into his city mode. Up in the top left-hand corner here, we got a quick bio. The bio reads, Soundblaster is a master of cyber infiltration. He drops a backdoor code into the systems of any bot he unites with, giving Soundwave a way in. With that access, Soundwave raids their processors completely undetected and steals a constant stream of information. On the right side of the package here, we got a couple of other figures available in the Titans Return line. We got Autobot Blaster, which is a leader class figure. We have Alpha Trion, which is a Voyager class figure. And we have Mind Wipe, who is a deluxe class figure. And then we have this, which is Titan Masters, and that's Ape Face. Up here it just shows that they're compatible with the 3 different classes, the Deluxe class, Voyager class, and the Leader class Titans Return figures. Other side, we got a picture of Soundblaster popping off a Soundwave there again. Really cool artwork, by the way. Alright, so since we took a look at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and open this guy up and see what we got with the toy inside. Alright, so out of the packaging, this is what we were greeted with. A couple of familiar things. We always get these art cards with the Titans Return figures. This one's got some pretty cool artwork of Soundwave there on the front of the card. The back of the card here, we have some stats, kind of like the old G1 figures used to have. His strength is going to be a 12, his speed is going to be a 3, his intelligence is going to be a 13, and his firepower is going to be 9. I'll go ahead and toss that off to the side. Now we're also getting really large instructions. I'll do my best to fan those by and show here. These are the instructions. That's one side of them. And then around to the other side here. There we go for the instructions. Now we'll take a look at the actual figure itself. I want to compare him real quick with the Masterpiece version and the G1 version. As you see, they all kind of keep the same thing going on. They got the red bands around the arms, legs kind of keep the same scenario. Play buttons along the waist section there. All have the tape deck kind of function going on. But I just wish it was a little bit slimmer. Looking at it, I think they could have pulled it off, but anyway, this is how we got it, and I bought it, so here we are. Let's spin them around here and kind of look at all 3 of them from the back side. Even on the back end, it kind of keeps the same thing going on here. So, alright, I'm going to move these 2 guys. Now taking a look at this guy. Alright, now with the figure, the head will get 360 degrees of rotation out of it. Hasbro did do a better job with the mask on this one. I wish they had did that with Galvatron. That would have been a lot better to be able to swivel it with the helmet on there. So they did okay. Removing the helmet here reveals the Titan Master figure Soundblaster, which I'll bring him in here to take a look at there. You get two different colors of plastic. The face does have a little bit of silver painting there, if you can see that. And the legs have a little bit of silver painting too. Keeps the metal belly button there. Around to the other side, the head sculpt for Soundwave up close. That's what you get. Looks a lot better with the helmet. Looks kind of weird to see it without the helmet there. Back to the Titan Master figure himself. The arms will come forward there and above the head. They're kind of on a little ball here, so you can pull them out a little bit to the side if you want to. And if they pop off, you can put them back on. Same thing with the other arm here. You're going to be able to pull it out, up, forward, and over the head. With that kind of catches against the front plate there, but you can get it over the head. Legs, they're connected together, so you're not going to get individual movement out of the legs there. Only thing you'll be able to pull off is seating poses. Alright, we're going to pop him back on up top here and take a look at the articulation. Now, as I mentioned, the head does swivel around 360 degrees due to upgraded piece that Hasbro chose to go this route. Over to the arms here, you get 360 degrees of rotation out of them. There is a ratchet joint here, so you can lift the arms up all the way to the side. Then you got a swivel joint here, so you can rotate the arm around at the elbow. And then another ratchet joint, which is really stiff there, that you can bend the elbow like that. The hands, you can kind of fold them in a little bit due to transformation, so you can kind of use that in posing him as well. Other arm, you'll be able to get that arm all the way around just like the first arm. Bring it all the way up to the side, swivel it around at the elbow joint, and then you got the elbow ratchet again. And that hand will also move due to transformation. Now, also worth noting on the arms, there's a couple of little tab sections here. And what you can do is you can, the little cassettes that are in the Titans Return series and also Buzzsaw from the Combiner Wars series, you can use those with Soundwave here. You can display them on his arm, so he could have like Laserbeak or Buzzsaw off to the side on his arm. Alright, now the tape does eject. There's a button right up on the top left hand part of his shoulder here. And if you push that, it'll eject. He also comes with this little accessory. It's a little tape thing that a Titan Master can pilot, and it also goes on his base mode kind of as a weapon turret. But in the robot mode, you can just slide it into the chest there and then close it up to hide that away. Alright, now these buttons aren't pushable or anything, and he doesn't have any kind of waist swivel to him. At the legs and hip section here, it's a ratcheted joint, so you'll be able to get it up. And since it is ratcheted, you'll be able to do some pretty cool stuff there. So you can get like full motion out of the legs at the hips there. Then there's a joint right here, which will give you a full rotation around at the thigh. And then he'll also have a ratcheted knee. So again, that's going to help you out with doing some pretty cool poses and stuff. Alright, now down at the foot, this little tab bends, so maybe you could use it to help out with posing, I'm not sure. And it has a little wiggle out due to the transformation as well, so you can kind of wiggle it around to help out with posability. The other leg is going to be the exact same thing. Be able to get it all the way up, rotate around at the thigh. You got that ratcheted knee again. Foot bends down right here, and there's a little wiggle right here on the foot as well for posing. Now he comes with a couple of weapons. He's got his little shoulder blaster like he used to have in the G1. I believe this will also display on the back. Yeah, right here on the back, you can plug it in to hide it away if you don't want to put it up on the shoulder. And then up on the right shoulder here, there's a little tab, and you can go ahead and put that cannon on there, so that's like he was in G1 with the little shoulder cannon there. Alright, now he also comes with this blaster. So his gun, of course, is displayable in his hand right here. So, really small gun for a bulky figure like Soundwave. Alright, anyway, I'm going to tuck the weapons off to the side here real quick. We're going to go ahead and go through with the transformation. Alright, now to transform this guy, first thing we're going to do is pull the helmet back, take the Titan Master figure off, We're going to raise these arms up to the side here, flip the hands in, lift this other arm over here, flip the hand in. Then we're going to rotate around to the back of the figure here, right on the back. You grab it, open up this panel like that. You're going to grab this, open that panel up here, and then we're going to kind of do like this. We're going to bring the figure around and have those panels open on the front there. Alright, now once you're at this part here, you're right back in this section here. There's two hinges. You can pop that loose and the leg is going to kind of collapse onto itself here. We're going to move this out of the way, and there we go. It's going to re-tab back in right there. You're going to do the same thing with the other leg. You're going to come over here and fold it back onto itself. If need be, move the feet out of the way. That'll re-tab back in. Alright, now once we have it here, we're going to rotate it around on the back. If you move the little head thing out of the way, there's a little panel here. You're going to be able to put that helmet down into that spot right here, and then close it back up, lift the handle, and underneath the arms here and right there on that, there's a tab. You're going to tab the arm into that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to take that and you're going to tab it to right there. Look, my arm is a little off, excuse me. There we go. And we're just going to push that together and tab it. Then we're going to come back around to the front side of the figure. We should be able to lift. Whoop. Now the feet right here, they're also hinged kind of like the leg. You're going to pick it up and push it all the way in there, and it's just going to make the side there for the boombox. Now you should be able to lift that panel up, and right here there'll be a tab. You can tab it into the front of the shoulder, and the arm should also tab in right there. Give it all a good squeeze there to hold it together, and we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. You're going to push that foot into there, make sure it's all straight. Then this panel we're going to lift that panel up, push it into the shoulder, and also push it into the arm, and tab it all together there. And we have our boombox mode for Soundwave right here. There's a couple of, since it all kind of tabs together, sometimes it pops all loose and stuff. But anyway, it's alright, I guess. It's actually really flimsy to hold together. It's not very solid at all. It doesn't have much weight to it. Alright, now the next mode that I will be covering is the bass mode. Alright, so first thing we do for bass mode is we're going to eject, take this cartridge out of here. Then there's a little pull-up tab here. We're going to push the cartridge thing back a little bit. But there's a little pull-up tab here you lift up to hold the cassette there, kind of, I guess. Then these panels are going to come back down again. Alright, they're going to come down. These two little things are going to flap out here. They've actually got some little tabs on them that you're going to be able to connect it to other leader class figures like this to like make super combined bases for the Titans Return figures. Now we're going to rotate the shoulder around so that we can bring it up like this. We're going to have it like that basically. Same thing with the other arm. We're going to get it into that positioning there, arm up like that. Then these two little things here, you got to kind of dig your fingers in, but you can tab them out and they're going to be little cannons that come off here. These can be tricky to pull out here. You got to have a little bit of fingernail, or it helps to have a little bit of fingernail. You get that back up there again. Alright, and then these little feet things are going to come out, and you just lift them up there so they look like extra components of a city. And you flip the little pedal out like that. Then you can flip the back here. You can flip the little foot pedal down to help hold it up. And you can play with the positioning of them if you want to. You can have them at a diagonal stance, or you can have them straight out like that. Whatever your preference is. Now, scattered about on the figure, you can push this back down too if you wanted to. You don't have to leave that up. Scattered about on the figure, there's also these little tabs here. There's one on top of the shoulder here that you can, and there's also holes on the bottom of the bottom of the Titan Master figure. You'll be able to tab that in right there, so the little guys can stand on them in the bass mode. Now there's also other awkwardly placed ones, like here, I guess. So I don't know why you would put one there, but there's some pegs there. There's a bunch of little pegs on these flat panels here and all around the panel areas. Up here you could put a guy like he's working the little computers off on the back wall. All kind of options to put the little Titan Masters on them in the bass modes. Now this also can be used with it. That would be why you bring this up. There should be some way of tabbing it in here. Looks like, yeah, these two little tabs here in this back section should peg right into the top up here. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right there. So it adds another little weapony kind of area to the bass mode. And you can also put a Titan Master figure up here on top to pilot that. So pretty cool that Hasbro threw that into it. That actually looks pretty neat now. I was kind of frowning upon on the figure, but overall it's pretty cool. I'm happy with my purchase, I guess. So anywho, that'll sum up the review for Transformers Titans Return, Soundblaster, and Soundwave. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, share it on your favorite social media sites, and please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos in the near future. Alright, again, appreciate the view, guys. Casual706, out.